Oh hey, what's happening there YouTube? It's Brian House here for Housemade, and in today's video we are going to be sharpening one of the first knives that I ever made right here on my YouTube channel. It's this Nakiri knife that was handled by a buddy of mine. Ben from Ben's Bites made this handle, and I made the steel in my old workshop on my YouTube channel many years ago out of 80 CRV2. Now this knife has been really a good performer in my kitchen. I use it all the time. However, it's a little bit dull and I need to put an edge on it. So we are going to pull out the new Evolution 2x72/3x79 belt grinder and put an edge back on it. Now you're going to see a few things in this video like our sharpening belt system that we sell right here at Housemade and our misting system that's going to assist us in this process. One of the things that I love about this belt grinder is that it's very versatile, meaning it can do so many things, including sharpening things, making things sharp again. Anyway guys, let's get the grinder all set up for sharpening. Let's get started. First thing you're going to want to get your hands on are some belts that we'll use for sharpening. These are this is our sharpening belt kit that we sell right here at Housemade. Now you can get away with other belts doing this, but this is how I like to do it. We sell them on our website, housemade.us. These two are compact grain made by VSM, 600 and a 1200 grit. And this is an aluminum oxide belt that's a 180. If you need to really get your edge started, this is a great way to do it. The other thing we're going to be using is this misting system. We sell these also on our website. This is for keeping the blade itself cool during the process of putting the edge on the knife. And last but not least, I'm using these magnifying glasses to see the burr once we build the burr up on the edge. My eyes are getting old. I'm 48 years old at the time of recording this video, and these really assist me in that process of seeing what I'm doing. All right, so now we're over at the grinder itself. I'm going to set it up the way I like to do it. I'm not going to use any fancy jigs or anything for this process. I actually do all of my sharpening of my kitchen knives by hand, which is how I suggest most people do it. But if you're not comfortable doing that, we sell a couple of different jig attachments as well on our website. You can check that out. First step for me is going to be to roll this platen forward, okay? I'm going to just get it into a position where I'm going to be doing my sharpening right behind the top wheel here, and I like to roll this platen forward and lock it into place because that gives me a really good vantage point to see the edge while I'm sharpening the knife. All right, so the next step is going to be choose a belt in which you're going to use for the first portion of the sharpening of whatever you're sharpening. And in this case, I am going to use the 180 grit because this knife is extremely dull and I want to just reprofile the edge. It's nice and slicey, but the last time I sharpened this on a machine was many, many years ago, so it can use a touch-up. So I'm going to take my 180 grit belt here. We're going to put it on the machine and tension the belt about where I want it. So on the Evolution, I like to pull the arm out until the belt is somewhat taut and then push it in about a ½ inch. Lock the arm down into place and then release the detent pin, and that will give us a nice tension on the belt, okay? And also in this case, we are going to be running this machine in reverse while we do this so we can see the burr being created. So we need to track the machine in reverse right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Run it slow. Dial in the belt. All right, looking good. During the sharpening process, we're only going to be running this in reverse and very slow. That's a key factor to this, is that you don't need a ton of speed. In fact, you don't want a ton of speed for a couple of reasons. One of which, it's going to heat up the edge of your knife, possibly ruin your heat treatment. And also, it's just easier to make mistakes when the machine is running faster. So slow and steady wins the race in this case. So keep that in mind. Okay, so now you're up close and personal. You can kind of see what we're up to here. The next part of this is really figuring out your angle in which you're going to be moving the knife across the belt, all right? And I do this by feel, okay? And because the machine is running so slow, I'll be able to adjust as I go. The more you do this, the more familiar you'll get with it. And trust me when I tell you, the first time you do this, you're probably gonna mess it up a little bit, and that is okay. But remember what you're doing is you're just slowly dragging the knife across the belt as it's turning slowly backwards, okay? And then you're gonna be checking your angle. You're gonna be looking at the knife edge itself, and are you following the existing bevel? Now, if there is no bevel on the knife, then all you're looking for is bringing the two edges together, and you'll see a burr when that happens. So let's turn the machine on so you can kind of see what I'm working on with here. And I'm going to give ourselves a little bit of air, just a slight bit of water. Don't need much. Just want enough to keep the belt lubricated and keep your knife from getting hot, okay? I'm going to lay the blade down, just barely touching. It looks like I'm following the edge in a way that is how it was originally sharpened, okay? I did not see a burr, so I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Now that time I saw a burr. So that's how quick it was. That's 2 swipes. I saw a burr on that swipe. I'm going to clean it off, and then I'm going to flip the knife and do the other side. Again, I saw a burr on that. When I drug it across, I could see the burr being formed. Just for consistency, I'm going to do it a second time. And what we're looking for here is a continuous burr. You can kind of see it on the edge there. We're looking for a continuous burr all the way across the edge. Not 90%, not 95%, but 100%, okay? And we are going to move up to the 600 grit compact grain belt to refine the edge. See there, the burr that's being created all the way across. Now we're just refining. We're taking those scratches out from the 180. But you can clearly see the burr across the edge there. So let's move up to the 1200. burr's already starting to break off. You can see it flaking a little bit. Little pieces of the burr left. We're going to break the rest of those off with a strop. You can be a little more aggressive with the strop on your angle. That will assist that burr in just breaking off. Just a little more aggressive, maybe about 10 degrees more or so. You can see you can get a mirror polish on your edge there with this technique. I can already tell it's razor sharp, but let's try to cut some paper with it, see where we're at. Razor sharp, gotta love it. So if you're looking to put a razor sharp edge on just about anything, make sure you check out the Evolution project on my website, housemade.us, or if you already have a belt grinder and you need the belts and the misting system, we sell those too. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I truly appreciate all the love and support. I hope to see you in the next video. My name is Brian House, and this has been Housemade.